Welcome to the continuation of our conversation about the essence of logical laws that we initiated during our last session entitled On Wittgenstein's Balances. If the logical laws are detached from any conditions, how could we then find an application for them and not face the paradox that was already relieved for Plato in relation to the possibility to access objective knowledge? In the event that the recognition of logical laws as such is not accompanied by a sense of appropriateness, they will be completely meaningless and sapless expressions. And the fact that this relation is not reflexive becomes clear, since a feeling that is not sanctioned by logical laws is not devoid of its content, even if the meaningfulness of the content is disputed due to a requirement of consistency with the logical laws. In the end, the element of logic in philosophy are justified despite their abstract universal character, just like everything meaningful, by the presence of feelings, which is well illustrated by the following quote from Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil. From the senses originate all trustworthiness, all good consciousness, and all evidence of truth. And this is also illustrated by the following quote from Lucretius, speaking about feelings, which if they be not true, all reasoning may also be false. So the logical can accordingly be figuratively characterized as a frozen distillate of feelings. David Hume develops this thought further in the following way. When I am convinced of any principle, it is only an idea which strikes more strongly upon me. When I give the preference to one set of arguments above another, I do nothing but decide from my feeling concerning the superiority of their influence. In the view of the above, it turns out that pure rational philosophy, by its own moment, cannot cross the sphere of tautology, and it cannot but be only a statement of self-identification, which implies that without external interaction, rationality cannot enter into a connection with preference, which is by nature dynamic in its inseparability from the desiring and from the desired of the desiring. So within the framework of a pure rational philosophy, there is simply no room for choice, since everything there can only be that is not really proceed. And this is exclusively of a certain and no other necessity. And further, as James noticed, possibilities obtain in our world, in the absolute world, where all that is not is from eternity impossible, and all that is necessary. There the category of possibility has really no application. That is, in the kingdom of pure rationality, there can be no maybe, but only a necessary. And accordingly, the question arises, why is the necessary necessary?